Morning, boys. Today we will do this poetry called The Patriot. Though what is on the board will not be asked for during the exams, but to help you understand the poetry better, we need to know some things about the poet, the writer. So Robert Browning may be considered as the precursor of modern English poetry. Precursor meaning a forerunner, one who had come before to mark the beginning, you can say in a way, of modern English poetry. He was born in 1812. He was the son of a wealthy and cultured parents. He started writing poetry quite early in life. His first poem was published in 1833. In 1846, he eloped. Eloped means he left home with an intention to get married. Again, I repeat, eloped means he left home with an intention, with a desire to get married, and he eloped with Elizabeth Barrett to Italy, where he spent 15 years of blissful married life. Blissful means a very happy married life with Elizabeth Barrett. After the death of his wife, who was more popular as a poet than him, he came back to England. He traveled a lot, and through this traveling he gained a lot of experience, witnessing various things, witnessing various kinds of people, witnessing various kinds of events that helped him to develop as a poet and writer. He passed away in 1889. Amongst his best known collection of poems are Sordello, 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 Men and Women, Ring and the Book, and Dramatics Personae, or Dramatics Personae. So you got to at least have some knowledge of the other poems that he had written, and some of these poems which were very popular. He perfected a poetic form known as dramatic monologue. That means he had developed this style of writing, which is today known as dramatic monologue. Dramatic means involving a lot of action, a lot of highs and lows, and monologue meaning a single person speaking all throughout. The meaning is there, please kindly follow. Dramatic monologue, a poem in which one character speaks all throughout, but the presence of one or more other characters is felt. In this poem, when you will be doing the poem thoroughly, you will understand what it all means. Again, I repeat, he perfected a poetic form known as a dramatic monologue, a poem in which one character speaks throughout, but the presence of one or more other characters is felt. His poetry is thus mostly very dramatic, involving a lot of action, involving a lot of highs and lows, and drama, and is marked by psychological insight, meaning it helps us to understand his ability to understand a given situation in its context, meaning he is able to grasp the meaning of the action within that particular given set and that particular given time frame, that particular situation. He is able to relate that event very well within the context of the time and the given situation. And his poetry is marked by erudition. Erudition meaning showing great knowledge and learning. His poetry shows us that he was very highly knowledgeable and very highly educated. The thoughts that he displays, the thoughts which he expresses, show us that he was highly educated and highly knowledgeable. His poetry is marked by analytical subtlety and compressed expressions. Analytical subtlety meaning his poetry shows his ability to logically reason, to logically break down certain events and present them in a very, very systematic manner, as well as his ability to analyze the entire event that he usually expressed in his poetic form. And then his poetry is marked by compressed expressions. Expressions that are highly compressed. Long sentences are highly compressed, using not more than two or few words to express what he desires. Now, all these facts that we have just done is for you to help you understand the kind of poet he was and the kind of writing he transcribed, he wrote. You will not be tested on these facts, his style of writing, the form that he developed, but you will have to know one particular thing, that is dramatic monologue. A poem in which one character speaks all throughout, but there is the presence of one or more characters felt. When you will do the poem, you will understand very clearly what I mean. Gentlemen, thank you.